Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be exploring the possibility of would Padme have ever joined Anakin on his quest to become the new ruler of the galaxy. And I think we have to first examine their relationship. Obviously, Padme holds an unconditional love for Anakin. Everything that they've been through together and the fact that they kind of experienced this Clone Wars from two different sides, with Anakin being on the front lines fighting and Padme kind of being more in the background, working in the Senate, trying to find ways to end the war and find more peaceful resolutions. They really balanced each other perfectly, and their story is ultimately tragic as we know what happens with Anakin's fall to the dark side and how he unintentionally causes the death of Padme. But what if he hadn't? If Anakin holds that much of Padme's heart, would he have been able to actually convince her? Imagine she goes to Mustafar. Obi-Wan does not go with her. He is not present at this time for whatever reason. And, they have a conversation, and Anakin is really able to make his case. Would Padme have joined him despite her disgust at his actions and, her disappointment and how the Republic has essentially fallen into tyranny. And truthfully, I do not believe she would have. I think until the very end, no matter what, she would have resisted and she would have fought back and she would have fought to bring Anakin back to the light. And she may have actually been able to do so. I feel like at that point in time, Anakin was not so far gone as to, him in the Darth Vader suit having lost everything. He is kind of locked into this miserable life of self-hatred. But I think at that moment in time, he still could have been persuaded to come back to the light. And I think Padme views the people of the galaxy and her associates, everything that she has stood for, everything that she has fought for, all these years, all through the Clone Wars. I think she holds that in such a high regard, and she has so much love and respect for democracy that I can't see her, even with her love for Anakin, I can't see her turning away from that to follow him on some pursuit of tyranny. So I think it actually would have been the other way around. I think she actually would have been able to turn him back to the light, have him turn on the Emperor, and them together try to rebuild the galaxy and fix the mistakes and fix the dark deeds that Anakin had already committed. And that's just my thoughts. The idea of Padme joining him and becoming like kind of like a Sith Empress. Well, not a Sith, but just like this dark side, acolyte of Anakin and, them ruling the galaxy together with some iron fists. Like, it sounds really cool. Would probably visually look really interesting. Just imagine, you know, Anakin not in the suit, but with like the red lightsaber and standing up there on this throne with Padme next to him. Just that would be interesting, but I just don't think there is a scenario in which that would have happened. I think the only two realistic options were Anakin rejecting her to the point of, what happened in the movies with her ultimately dying, or her convincing him to turn back to the light. I think Padme is one of the purest, most good hearted people in Star Wars. And we see that even on her deathbed, as she's giving birth to the twins, that she still believed there was good in Anakin despite everything. And I think had she survived and had she, been able to keep, talking to him and having that confrontation, that would have been the ultimate end result. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on that theory. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below on your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button, helps the channel continue to grow. And as always, may the force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.